We're Paige and Troy, and this is Finding Ethos. We're on a mission to build a life that feels like freedom, not routine. For us, finding our ethos means creating a life of adventure we actually love. Between full-time jobs and building our businesses, we chase adventure wherever we can. Welcome to the journey and to Kauai.
Well, good morning from the island of Kauai.
Woohoo!
We got in last night after 14 hours of travel.
About that, yeah.
From Wisconsin.
It was a long ways.
So we were pretty burnt out last night. And then we picked up the vehicle that we're going to be driving for the first couple days through Hawaiian Overlanders. And we are here at Kumu camp in Anahola Beach.
It's beautiful.
So
The beach here is amazing.
look at that. You are camped right on the beach. They call it the Garden Island, and I can see why.
Yeah, we were flying in and I expected it to be really beautiful, but then like flying over all of the greenery and everything, I was like, okay, it's like actually way greener than I even thought it was gonna be. So it's pretty cool.
This is a good representation right here. Just look at the table.
The little bitty flowers everywhere. These are adorable.
It's just raining little mini flowers.
Can't even get one. Here. They're so cute.
So I realized when I went back to edit this video that the camera was hooked up to the mic that Troy was wearing and mine somehow disconnected. So instead of the live tour, you get to watch the video and I'll do a little narration. I wanted to show you around the campground a bit. The beach is right here. So we got to hear the waves all night because our campsite and the truck that we're staying in is right there. You're right on the beach. There are some bamboo walls separating the sites. There's a pergola area with tables and chairs, which is where we ate our takeout chicken last night. And they have a little beach set up here with chairs and a fire ring. As you can see in the background, they do have yurts and cabins here for rent too. There was a bathhouse with showers both indoor and outdoor. This place was honestly a bit more expensive than we would have liked to pay, but for the amenities and the convenience of being close to the airport on our first night, it really was worth it.
All right, this is the Hawaiian Overlanders FJ Cruiser.
She's a piece.
Yeah, so it's in a bit of a rough shape, but it'll do.
The truck itself has this stuff called like rhino liner on it, so it's super like rugged, and we had some people at the chicken shop who were really jealous yesterday. They actually came over and they're like, can I touch your car? This inside, again, we are staying in this temporarily and then also staying at a resort, so we have way more luggage than we would normally be bringing camping. But you got your ladder. So this is a CVT rooftop tent. So like back in the day, we had, yeah, it's a little throwback for us. We did have a CVT tent, but it was more like the flip open style instead of this clamshell, which is more like what we have currently at home. But up in here, you've got just your sleeping gear and windows, and we're gonna have some nice airflow tonight now that we found the tent poles to hold that awning open. that was an interesting situation. But anyways, we got it. So, comes with all your sleeping gear. Don't mind me as I get down the ladder here and try not to hurt myself. And then back in again. Like, I'm sorry. This is where we're camped. Backing up, backing up, backing up. But that's our campsite and the ocean. It's ridiculous. But then inside my giant bag, but they set you up with first aid kit, cooking supplies, like fire making supplies. Again, like I said, the extra tent, sleeping bags, sleeping pads in here, beach towels, beach chairs. There's a stove. It comes with a cooler that we've got filled with ice, and then we paid a little bit extra to get this Jackery power bank here because Lord knows we need to charge stuff.
So now we're gonna go find some
Coffee. We need coffee. Now I'm recording. Maui chips.
Sweet onion Maui chips. That's the shit.
The rooster agrees.
Yeah, we didn't give him any. He's mad.
It's okay. He's gonna live. Where are we, Troy?
We are on Kikaha Beach. Who knows if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's what I'm calling it.
Maybe, maybe not. But we got beach right there. What do you have to say, Troy?
I got nothing.
So,
Beaching.
beaching. We were whale watching from our tent too, so very nice. Alright, we got a cat there. A cat there. Oh, so comfy. Oh, there's one right there. And under that car. Yeah, do you look like Mav? Yeah.
We ended up staying the second night at the resort unexpectedly because the camping spot we had planned on just didn't seem like the best place to stay. It ended up being a really nice reset though. We dropped off the majority of our luggage and just kept what we needed for a couple more nights of camping. We went for a morning walk where a local lady came running across the street to give me this pretty flower, and we got an amazing breakfast because why not have tuna poke and a Mai Tai for breakfast? Then we explored some local shops and fruit stands in town just a little bit before heading to Polihale Beach, and of course admired some more of the local wildlife.
So we are here at Polihale State Park in Kauai, or on Kauai. This is day 3 of our trip right now, if you're counting the day that we flew in on. We got here a little bit early and we have the absolute most best campsite ever. Obviously you can see those rocks behind me. I mean, we're right on the Nā Pali Coast. Got our rental vehicle from Hawaiian Overlanders. But yes, amazing spot here. So if you're planning on camping here, you want to camp here, you do have to go online and reserve the site first. A convoy of 4 like state trooper type of guys on 4-wheelers came by to check our reservation, but how can you beat this? Like, I don't think you can. You can see, I believe it's Ni'iau in the distance there. We watched sunset behind Ni'iau yesterday, but absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. Perfect campsite. Even the temperatures here are just phenomenal. goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a sweet boy. My girl, I don't really know. You roll over again?
Hey, buddy.
Want a belly rub? Oh my. Oh my goodness. Hi, sweetie. Oh my goodness. This is the best part of my day. Yeah. Look at you. Are you so nice? There we go. Get rid of his belly. Oh, no.
We have a visitor here in Polihale.
Very sweet. Hi. We had to stop because you flagged us down.
What is this?
Mango.
Very good.
That was delicious. What's an apple banana? I see that, but what's like different about it? I don't even know. Those guys look scary. Is all of this from like
here?
right over here?
Yeah, farm on the back.
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
Very cool. Apple banana. That's really good.
That's very good.
The next morning, we left Polihale Beach fairly early. We drove to town, explored a little, found some local fruit, and honestly just spent multiple hours soaking up the sun at the beach. We went swimming for a little while. I personally got wrecked by a wave and then figured I would stay on the sand, but overall, it was such a relaxing afternoon.
We are here at Island Taco
Waimea?
in Waimea. I don't know these things. Getting fish tacos because we were just on the beach and probably got too much sun. So we're gonna see how they are. So you probably
Voted
can't-
#1 in Kauai.
There you go.
It's gotta be good, right?
In true live-in-the-moment fashion, we ended up reserving another night at Polihale State Park. We fell in love with this spot, and since we didn't have any plans set in stone, we were fortunately able to come back. We drove back out there somewhat early to try to get our same campsite from the night before, and we were successful. We spent the evening relaxing and watching the sunset, and although we had a decently big lunch of fish tacos, we had to laugh about the woman at the farm stand, and we were very glad that she flagged us down because the only food that we had on us was some kombucha, the apple bananas we brought from her, and some beef sticks that I had packed for our flight out here. It was a simple dinner in an incredible spot, and we actually loved every second of it. Oh, and if you're wondering if our little friend from the night before visited again, he did. We named him Junior. I tried to figure out a way to bring him home, and he brought over a friend of his to hang out as well. We made sure they had a bunch of fresh water to drink for the night because they did seem super thirsty though. The following morning, it was time to return our rental vehicle to Hawaiian Overlanders. After that meetup, we went and picked up a different rental vehicle to use for the rest of our time on Kauai while we were staying at the resort. Although this was the end of our camping portion of our trip, the adventure did not stop there.
In the morning run right now, and came past this spot. There's a turtle right in the sand, right there. He's so cool. Good morning, everybody. I came for a run this morning, and I'm so happy about that because it has been too long since I've gone for a run. I came out to Starting Horn and just watched this for a second. And the sound is really delayed too. It's kind of weird. And that's the coast and the sunrise. What else is there?
After a super relaxing night back at the resort, cooking dinner and having some Mai Tais with Troy's aunt and uncle, I started the next day with a beautiful run. We went out and got our morning coffee at the Kauai Coffee Company, where we did a self-guided tour of the grounds, pun intended, and we did a bit more sightseeing, a rum tasting, stopped at a farmer's market in town, and then hung out watching some surfers and the sunset. To round out the night, we hit up the resort hot tub and just had a super relaxing full day.
So pretty.
Aw, shucks. Yes. What beach is this?
This is Lauai Beach.
Oh, what do you know? We're on Lauai Beach in Hawaii. Just watch the sunset.
We
Have our own nice little spot here. Well, there's like 100 people off to the side there. We don't need to show those people. They're no fun. It's the Instagram versus reality type of thing. Half of them already left too.
The next day, we hit the road fairly early to go find some fun hiking spots and beaches. We actually turned back a couple of times, especially when two girls came out of the woods looking like they'd been there for days. They were unintentionally missing their shoes and said they got very lost trying to get out, so we decided not to go the direction they had come from.
We came down to Secret Beach. I'm gonna talk loud because otherwise you probably can't hear me over the waves here. You might not be able to anyways. But this is closer to Hanalei Bay, north side of the island, and it's pretty cool. There's like this cove area where the waves are crashing. It does take a pretty steep hike to get down here, so prepare accordingly or be ready for that.
We ended up driving into Hanalei Bay for some coconut shrimp for dinner, and then made the hour-plus trek back to our resort for the night because we had really big plans for the next morning. So although the weather was not what we had hoped for going into this boat trip, it still ended up being one of my favorite activities. The water was super rough, and we were very glad to have brought rain gear because we ended up getting soaked, and it was a cool morning in general, but the views of the Nā Pali Coast were absolutely breathtaking. The videos we have simply just do not do this justice. The crew that we rode with was absolutely amazing. They provided fruit and snacks when we stopped to snorkel. They took us to the best spots they could manage with the waves as rough as they were, and they told us a bunch of history about the Nā Pali Coast. We booked through Nā Pali Pirates, and we knew when we booked that this was not going to be an ordinary leisurely cruise. Since the first half of the day was crazy and we were a little bit exhausted to say the least, we spent some time getting ready at the resort and then treated ourselves to a fancy dinner at Hulani's. At the restaurant, we were serenaded by the live musician and, of course, ate coconut shrimp. The next morning, we went beach hunting again. We drove all the way to the north side of the island to Hyena Beach Park. The video didn't show it well, so I didn't include it here, but we explored the Meniniholo Dry Cave. I'm probably saying that wrong, I apologize. And then we hit up the beach.
So we sat here and swam for a little while. Parking is a hot commodity at this area. So plan ahead, get here early maybe. But yeah, this is Hyena Beach and we were actually shooting for Tunnels Beach, which is like down around the corner that away, a little bit further. Yeah, we might still go check that out, but it's time for a snack. We never introduced you all to our new ride after we took our overland, what was it? Actually,
The FJ Cruiser.
yeah, FJ Cruiser back with the tent. We got this Jeep. So we've been cruising around in this bad boy. And the roof comes off, which is cool, but it's been raining a lot, so we haven't really done that. But yeah, all four-wheel drive action here.
On our way back, the weather cleared up a bit, so we took the top off the Jeep and had so much fun just cruising back to the resort. The next morning was significantly rainy. We tried to do some snorkeling anyway and were unsuccessful at finding a dry spot, so we just continued to explore and see what we found.
Following the drag, Kauai, Tammy, Kiana, Taylor, Alyssa.
It's a rainy day today, so we were exploring and we stumbled upon a rodeo. How fun. So we're in the rain at a rodeo. This is like a all-girls rodeo, so pretty cool. Actually reminds us a lot of our shaky lakes that we go to, the campground where we watch horse culls and some rodeo stuff every summer. Just a small little community rodeo. Got a really nice setup here though. It's pretty cool. So we are in the Waimea Canyon and did the canyon trail to the cliff trail. I don't even know. But we got up here. I'm gonna eat shit on the way out because it's muddy. It's been raining for like 2 days up here and very slick. But we've got really cool views. If I can flip the camera around. There we go. That is view of the canyon. Pretty awesome. Troy's testing out his photography skills. How's it going, Troy? Are you a professional yet? Longer hike than I thought it was going to be. I didn't actually think that this was a hike to a real trail. I thought that it was like a short walk to an overlook. So, surprise, surprise. Alright, still in Waimea Canyon. And there's the waterfall that we did not hike to. Pretty cool views of it from right here though.
We tried to go see this viewpoint earlier in the day, but the clouds were too dense, so we came back in the afternoon. This is the Kalalau lookout, and I think the rainbow was truly the icing on the cake for how beautiful this was. It was really cool to see this view also because just a few days earlier, this is what we were looking up at from the Zodiac boat out on the ocean.
Okay, so we're here at ResiRoots Cafe in Kikeha in Kauai with the owner, Jade. Just wanted to know a little bit more about her product.
Okay. Well, also besides taro, you wanna grab that, honey? This is Tlaloc. This is our son. He also wanted to be a part, and he might have some
Hi,
to say. So my partner Emilio, he actually farms 27 acres just down the road here, just going up to Kokee Road. We grow taro. We also do cassava, upon other crops that we put into our products like breadfruit and our green banana. That's farmed by some other local farmers on the island. So if we can't grow it ourselves, we'll source it local, all the way from here to the north side. So some of our products, our products are made all by Emilio. We make 100% locally grown flowers, individual crops. So again, that's taro, ulu. We do cassava, manioka in Hawaiian.
That's cool, huh?
And green banana, which is maya in Hawaiian.
And is that all part of the resilient roots I saw that Emilio started?
Yes,
Okay.
Resilient Roots is agricultural part of our business. ResiRoots Cafe came upon us wanting to find a way to better showcase our products and everything that the island has to offer.
That's so cool. I love it.
Thank you.
And yeah, just good community spot here. I mean, there's a couple other like shops that operate out of this corner, but ResiRoots, they've got some great options. I mean, the cool cheesecake, which I found out the syrup on top of it is also made from some part of the taro plant.
Yeah, actually, if you want to pan this way, right here, these are all taro plants right here. So the top, you can actually eat the whole plant. You can eat the leaves, you can eat the stalk itself, and the corm. So the corm is actually what the kulolo syrup is made out of.
Okay. And now I heard that part of it was like poisonous if you didn't cook it or something.
Yes, well, the whole plant actually has to be cooked before you can consume it.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Awesome. Well, if anybody is in the Kikeha area in Hawaii, definitely recommend stopping by ResiRoots Cafe. Great people, great community place here, and awesome food, cold brew, and products.
Thank you.
And you did so good too.
Yeah,
You did so
thank
good.
you.
That night we went to the restaurant right by our resort for dinner and an absolutely amazing sunset. If you can see the birds flying around in this shot, these are like little green parrots. Apparently they go on the same lap along the coast every day, and they were honestly my wake-up call at about 5:48 a.m. daily, whether I was happy about that or not. You also just got to see ResiRoots Cafe, which after one random quick stop there on one of our first days on the island, basically became our favorite place. We went back 2 more times and just had to get Jade on the video to explain the awesome concept of their farm and the cafe. We thank Jade so much for telling us more and being so kind. And Emilio, we're gonna hit you guys up for that farm tour you mentioned next time we're around.
said she doesn't need any more adventure after the Hanakapiai Falls hike. This is quite an adventure. We're not quite to the falls, so we'll fill you in there. I decided to wear hiking boots, and there's a lot of water crossings, so
One of our last days on Kauai, we had booked a reservation at Hawaiian State Park, so we could hike the first part of the Kalalau Trail to Hanakapiai Beach and up to the Hanakapiai waterfall, which stands 500 feet tall. Also, I apologize if I'm saying any of this incorrectly. The Kalalau Trail is noted as one of the most adventurous hiking trails in the world. Originally built in the late 1800s, the trail served as one of the only ways to access the beautiful Nā Pali Coast by land. In the early days, a similar trail was used to link traditional Hawaiian settlements along the rugged coastline. Hiking this trail, even the somewhat simpler portion that we traversed, required multiple river crossings, tons of slick mud, and for somebody, me, who grew up with the nickname LLPD, which stands for Little Lena Plop Down, it was definitely a challenge.
You said that there were no things here that could like eat me or kill me. There's a spider that I just found in the bathroom, but
yeah, maybe. We are just past the first water crossing where you turn to go to Hanakipu Falls.
I think.
And
That's how you say it.
that is where the trail is closed, the Kalalau Trail. They did a good job roping it off 47 times.
I mean, people are stupid.
Yeah,
But,
most of the time.
yeah, we just got done with the hike to the I think we just said it. I don't even know.
Hanakapiai.
Hanakapi or something. Waterfalls. It's challenging.
But here, 2 miles in, you got a little restroom, and the water crossing is just down below.
Yep. The beach. That's not really a
And the beach. We're right at Hanakapiai Beach.
Yep.
What you doing there?
Don't worry about it. Strapping my shoes to my bag. I've got this really nice Wandered bag that Troy got me for Christmas. And it's got these handy dandy straps. So my shoes don't have to be swinging around the whole way back. Because now I got boots on again. Whee! This is what we're hiking in. Literally everything is coated with orange mud. Look at him. What? You look so angry. You want treats?
How do you feel, baby?
My feet hurt. My knees hurt. Hiking is the most overrated outdoor activity. I would rather go for a leisurely stroll through the Wisconsin woods and take a boat to see this coast, because that sucked. That's how I feel. That's my honest
Live
opinion.
reaction.
Fucking sucked.
So we decided it wasn't worth it.
Nope.
We expected way more shoreline vistas
Like
and
views down
huge
the
views.
coast.
And there really wasn't. There was one viewpoint at like mile 1.5. That was about it.
Yeah. Like a couple places where you could see cool views, but most of the time you were just walking through the forest
Walking in
on a
mud.
really muddy path.
Yeah.
So yeah, Troy didn't give his immediate opinion of finishing, but he said that he agreed with her. He said I summed it up pretty well. So
Yeah, the waterfall. Well, you'll see it, but
the waterfall was cool.
it was very cool to be under it, but I was expecting to be able to hang out there and it just be like this.
like a big area
Super-
where you can sit and have lunch or something.
Yeah.
But
A
it
very-
was like you get there and then you're just pelted with freezing cold, blowing, windy water, and you pretty much have to turn around and come back right away.
You know,
And there's
there's
no really good spot to sit.
there's nowhere to just hang out and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
There's really nowhere like on the entire trail to just hang out and enjoy except for
Yeah.
that middle beach point.
yeah,
And even that wasn't, I don't know. It was pretty.
there's much nicer places to hang out
Yeah.
and much nicer views to see elsewhere, I think.
If
Unless
you-
you're gonna do the whole Kalalau Trail.
And if you are like somebody who absolutely loves hiking, like constantly is going hiking, seeking this stuff out, go for it. But
Yeah, definitely not saying don't do it.
right,
We're just
But for
saying
us-
manage expectations.
yeah. This is prettier than this. Is, I would rather do more like this. Can I have 3 miles of this path home?
Well, that's no fun. A little jungle is fun. But now we're on the hunt for
Empanadas.
empanadas.
We had some the other day, and they were
What is it? Frederico's in Honolulu?
I don't know what it was called.
I don't know, but we're
That's where we're
starving
going.
because we haven't eaten. Alright, we're finally back to the shuttle. We're at 9.69 miles in 8.5 hours. Oof.
Thank you so much for coming along with us on this adventure around Kauai. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the page. We've got some big trips coming up in 2026, and we'd love if you followed along. If you're a fellow or aspiring overlander, I also encourage you to follow us on Instagram at finding.ethos and at Ethos Overland Equipment, or visit ethosoverland.com, where we sell some of the custom products that Troy has developed and made for our own adventures.